Say Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. First and foremost, want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the sincere Akims out there who preaching the gospel in sincerity and truth. So Shalom. This evening, I come next lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, the 1/3 million children, and the confusion of faces that's getting the folk on the earth who are Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. Right? One of the prophecy that I want to touch on this evening, you know, our beloved apostle said this year of prophecy. We've seen prophecies coming to pass. We've seen how the chess move, with the big chess move that taking place on the planet right before our eyes, right? What I want to touch on is that the sacrifice that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai promised to the fowl of heaven and to the beasts of the earth, because 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die, which is you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans are going to die on this side because you refuse to turn back to your power. So you're going to die, right? With Zechariah 13:8, right? 2/3 of you are going to be cut off and die, right? And the remnant of the Israelite, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, going to enter into the kingdom, right? They're going to be the first fruit in the kingdom of heaven, right? They're going to be the first fruit in the kingdom of heaven. You so-called white people are going to be cut off and die, right? And the remnant of you who survive with the Rothschild Rockefeller, you devils going to be the first crop of slaves in the kingdom of heaven. And after 1,000 years, we're going to eradicate all you devils, right? We're going to eradicate all you devils, because the ones who die are going to come back, right? And the 2/3 of the Israelites who die, they're going to come back as the elect children, and they're going to be righteous, right? They're not going to be wicked again, right? And you are the heathen nation, the ones who die on this side, right? You're gonna die on this side, and the ones who survive the destruction going into slavery, right? So the ones who die on this side, they're gonna come back through the ones that who survive as slaves, right? You heathens gonna come back in the kingdom as slave. You're gonna burn into slavery, just like how we burn into slavery. You heathens gonna burn into slavery, right? And the Israelites that die on this side, the 2/3, they're gonna come back in the kingdom as the children of the righteous, and they're going to rule over you heathens, right? They're going to be at rest, they're going to be at peace, and they're going to rule over you heathens. But this lesson this evening is about the feast that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai promised to the beasts of the field and to the fowl of the air, right? Let's start off with Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. So Yahweh declaring these things, right? He said these things and it will happen, right? Saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai counsel will stand, right? And he promised the beasts of the field a sacrifice to them, that they're going to eat the flesh of kings, they're going to eat the flesh of captains, the flesh of prince, and drink the blood of them, right? So we get into that, right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai promised them that, right? This is Ezekiel, right? This is Ezekiel 39 and 17, and this going into the destruction of the Gog and Magog army, which is the Russians today, because they're going to be destroyed too, because they are Edomites too. So they're gonna be destroyed, but the Most High gonna use the Russian to destroy America. So you can use Satan to cast out Satan, divide his kingdom. How shall his kingdom stand, right? So this also going into the destruction of Gog and Magog, and also the fowls of the heavens and the beasts of the earth. They're gonna have a super feast with all these dead bodies, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 39:17. And thou son of man, thus said the Lord Power, speak unto every feather fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourself, and come. Gather yourself on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountain of Israel, that he may eat the flesh and drink the blood. Right? So they're going back into the Middle East, the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? And also on this side too, because the Most High gonna give the beast commandment to tear and destroy, right? He said, verse 18, he said, he shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the prince of the earth, and rams of lambs, and of goats, and of bullock, all of them fatling of Bashan. Right? So the Most High promised. So the Most High promised a sacrifice unto the fowl of the heaven and the beasts of the earth. Verse 19, and he shall eat the fat till he be full, and drink blood till he be drunken of my sacrifice, which I sacrifice for you. So the Most High promised that unto the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the earth. And we know the Most High is not a man that shall lie. Right? We know that. Right? The man, the Lord, we know everything that the Most High say he can do is exactly what he can do. Right? There's Numbers 19 and 23. Right? I'm Salaki, Numbers 23 and 19. Salakia. Number 23 and 19. It's the power Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Had he said, and shall he not do it? Or had he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Right? So the Most High have a sacrifice to the beast, right? The beast of the earth, they're gonna get back, they're gonna get their revenge. Right? This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 3. He said, and I will appoint over thee 4 kinds, said the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay. The sword go back to the ICBM missile, right? Also the gun, right? And the dogs to tear, right? These dogs gonna be loose out there. They got some brutal beasts out there, right? The Most High gonna let loose them, put a spirit in them to destroy, right? And the fowl of heaven and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy, because the Most High promised them the sacrifice, right? So this is the time that we heading into. But you niggas still want to scarf, right? And be bitches and moving with a lot of emotion, you know, like these nigga women, you know, and not being men. You have to be men and understand. Then these is the thing that Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai said gonna happen. The Most High don't care about you feeling how you feel, right? It's either you get with the program or you be destroyed. These plagues are coming, right? Let me read this back one more time. This is Jeremiah 15 and 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord Yahweh. The sword to slay, which is sword go back to the ICBM missile, right? Go back to the guns, right? And the dogs to tear, right? They got some brutal pit bull out here right now, right? They got dogs we don't even know about, right? He said, and the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the earth to destroy and devour, and the beasts of the earth to destroy and devour, right? This is Jeremiah 16 and 4. He said, they shall die of grievous death. They can die of grievous death, who the 2/3 of our people, and these are the heathens too. That's exactly what happened to them, right? They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall, he said, but they shall be as dungs upon the face of the earth, right? And they shall be consumed by the sword, right? Which go back to the ICBM missile, the guns, and by famine, by hunger. And their carcass shall be meat for the fowl of heaven and the beasts of the earth. So the carcass shall be meat for the fowl of heaven and the beasts of the earth, right? For thus said the Lord Yahweh, enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament or bemoan them, for I have taken away my peace from this people. So the Most High take away peace from 2/3 of our people, right? That's why they're going to be destroyed. Said the Lord Yahweh, even the loving kindness and mercy. So the Most High take away loving kindness and mercy from these people. They're gonna be destroyed. So the Most High make a promise unto these unto the fowl of heaven, and to the beasts of the field, right? To devour, right? They have a feast coming up, right? And they waiting patiently for that feast. Just like how the men of the Lord waited, we waiting patiently for the kingdom to come, to the Most High destroy this heathen, the so-called white man, destroy his kingdom, and put us back in our rightful position. You know, we sign and crying every day and be patient, and bearing Yahweh Bashem Yahshua indignation to our best ability. Right, it's Jeremiah 19:7. He said, and I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place, and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies. Who's Judah enemies? Who's you Israelite enemies? The so-called white man, and these are the heathen nation. Right? He said, and by the hands of them that seek their life, and their carcass will I give to be meat for the fowl of heaven, and for the beasts of the earth, and for the beasts of the earth. So the Most High promised the beasts and the fowl of heaven a sacrifice, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. You know, these beasts of the earth, you know, they're gonna have a feast, right? They're gonna have a feast, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, right? Verse start at verse 30. He said, teeth of wild beasts and scorpion, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So the teeth of wild beasts and scorpion and serpent, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Most High promised, the Most High promised these beasts a feast, right? He said, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So when the time comes, the Most High gonna give these beasts the okay to start devouring, right? Beasts gonna destroy men on the face of the earth, and the dead bodies, they're gonna have feast, right? They're gonna have feast, because the slayer Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gonna be many. It's gonna be many, right? So this one of the prophecy that gonna come to pass, right? The feast for the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the field, right? And the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua says his word not gonna go out void, right? They're gonna accomplish everything that he sent it to. It's not gonna go out void. And with that, August Lessons Edifying, I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom.